Imagine a world where the United States never existed. A land where freedom was just a dream, and tyranny ruled without challenge. In that world, there was one man, a farmer, a soldier, a reluctant leader, who dared to rise against the most powerful empire on earth. His name was George Washington. But here's the secret most people don't know. Washington could have been king. He could have ruled America like a monarch. Instead, he chose something far greater, and that choice changed the destiny of the world. George Washington wasn't born into greatness. He was the son of a farmer, raised on the frontier of Virginia. He knew hardship, he knew loss, and he knew the sting of defeat. When war came against the British crown, he didn't see himself as a hero. He was hesitant, but the colonies needed a leader, someone who could unite 30 fragile states against a superpower. And so, at the age of 43, George Washington accepted the role of Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army. The army he inherited, undisciplined, poorly equipped, starving, but Washington had something stronger than weapons. He had resolve. He believed that freedom was worth suffering for, even dying for. The Revolutionary War was not a story of easy victories. Washington lost more battles than he won. His men froze, starved, and bled. But in the darkest nights, he never surrendered. On Christmas night, 1776, when hope was nearly lost, Washington led a daring crossing of the icy Delaware River. His army struck against the British in Trenton and won. It was a miracle victory, a spark that reignited the fire of independence. From that moment on, Washington became more than a general. He became the living symbol of the American spirit, a reminder that courage and sacrifice could defy an empire. In 1781, with the victory at Yorktown, the impossible became reality. America was free. And yet, something extraordinary happened. The people wanted Washington to be king. He had the power, the popularity, and the loyalty of an army. But George Washington did the unthinkable. He returned home to his farm, laying down his sword when he could have seized absolute power. In that moment, Washington set a precedent that America would be ruled not by kings, but by the people. When the nation needed him again, Washington answered the call. This time as the first president of the United States, he set the standards of leadership, honor, and humility that every president would follow. 2 terms later, he once again stepped down, proving that true power is not in holding office, but in letting it go. George Washington was not just the first president. He was the man who showed the world that freedom is greater than power, that humility is stronger than ambition, and that one leader's sacrifice could give birth to a nation of liberty. George Washington, the man who would not be king.